FX's historical epic Shogun has reached its conclusion. However, it did not end with a grand display of explosive cannon fire or a sprawling battle scene. Instead, it concluded with a significant moment featuring two men standing on the shores of Japan contemplating the unknown possibilities that lie ahead. It becomes evident that Toranaga, the central character, is poised to emerge victorious in the ongoing war. The conclusion of Shogun leaves viewers with a sense of anticipation and satisfaction as they witness the culmination of Toranaga's journey towards victory. John Blackthorne had a deep longing to reunite with his homeland and spend his twilight years reminiscing about his beloved Mariko. However, fate had other plans for him as his ship met a tragic demise. Thus it is possible that Blackthorne may never make his way back to his homeland of England. The death of Lady Mariko in Episode N of Shogun proved to be advantageous for Lord Toranaga in several ways. First and foremost, the arrival of the opposing forces brought about a significant level of instability within the Osaka castle. This interruption was primarily due to the fact that the Dios who were previously unaware now became aware of Ishido's tactic of keeping hostages. As a result, Ishido's power and control over the castle were greatly undermined. After Mariko's sacrifice, Ishido's strength significantly diminished due to the lack of support from influential lords in the region and the internal conflicts within the Council of Regions. These factors played a crucial role in weakening Ishido's position. Furthermore, it is important to note that the passing of Lady Moro had a significant impact on Okiba no Kata. Mariko and Okiba shared a close bond, almost like sisters, throughout their upbringing. However, the tragic death of Mariko caused Okiba to reevaluate her perspective on the war. The of Okiba no Kata reading Mariko's poetry to her son serves as a moving portrayal of the deep effect that Mariko's untimely death had on the mother of the heir. This particular scene effectively captures the depth of grief and sorrow experienced by Okiba no Kata, highlighting the significant role that Mariko played in her life and the void left by her absence. In contemplating the situation, Okiba came to the realization that the potential benefits of endangering her son's life in a conflict with Toranaga were surpassed by the significant decrease in Ishido's likelihood of winning. Throughout the course of events, Mariko made a valiant effort to persuade Okiba to lend her support to Toranaga. Tragically, this occurred just before Mariko's untimely death. However, despite the unfortunate circumstances, Okiba ultimately did come to back Toranaga as Mariko had hoped. With the support of the heir, Toranaga found it significantly easier to solidify his authority and strengthen his position of power. Toranaga's ability to solidify his position was facilitated by the support of the heir. Upon his arrival to the Battle of Sakara, Ishido had already suffered defeat in the conflict. After Shogun Lord Toranaga sees a predetermined path for the Anin, suggesting that he believes the Anin's future lies within the limits of Japan. However, Toranaga's willingness to reveal the truth is dependent upon the completion of a new vessel by the Angan, also known as Blackthorne. This condition underscores Tan's desire for reciprocity and highlights the significance he places on the engine's role in constructing a replacement ship. In this particular scenario, it is worth noting that Toranaga, despite any potential circumstances, holds the belief that he will most likely proceed to burn it as well. There is an implicit suggestion that John Blackthorne never made his way back to England and instead chose to spend the remainder of his days in Japan. Toranaga had control over the Angan from the start, but Blackthorne didn't see it that way. The dream sequence in the Shogun finale will never happen since Blackthorne will remain in Japan. Toranaga had a well-thought-out strategy that involved defeating Ishido even before the conflict began, but not even his closest friends knew about it. In the end, Toranaga will become shogun because his strategy was successful. Lord Toranaga's story is presumed to have a similar conclusion to that of his real-life counterpart. Toranaga was able to easily assemble allies who previously supported Ishido. Thanks to the assistance of Okiba, who serves as the successor until he reaches adulthood. Ishida's chances of winning the war were non-existent without the heir under his command. This is the reason why Shogun refrained from presenting the complete battle of Seigahara, as Toranaga's strategy had already achieved success prior to his encounter with Ishido on the battlefield.